The energy in Philadelphia this past week was absolutely electric, and you could feel it from the moment the Eagles hit the field. Every play carried weight, every snap mattered, and the excitement surrounding the team was palpable. Coming off that game, it is impossible not to get caught up in the playoff possibilities that are starting to take shape. Watching other games unfold only amplified the stakes. Seeing the Bears stumble opened doors that suddenly put the Eagles in a position to climb the standings. It is fascinating how quickly dynamics shift in the NFL, where one result can dramatically alter potential seedings and make what seemed like a low-stakes matchup into a game of significant consequence. That is exactly what happened here, as a matchup that initially appeared routine against Buffalo took on far more importance, both for morale and tangible playoff implications. Philadelphia walked away not only with a win, but with a renewed sense of purpose. And that momentum will be crucial as the schedule progresses. Defensively, this team showed why they are considered one of the league's most formidable units. From the first whistle, the intensity was clear, and the Eagles' defense delivered a performance that left fans and opponents alike in awe. Holding a team like the Bills scoreless in the opening half is no small feat, especially considering the talent they bring on both sides of the ball. Players who can control the tempo, like James Cook and Josh Allen, found themselves contained, disrupted, and consistently pressured. The defensive line's performance was both imposing and efficient, with every player contributing to a relentless front that forced mistakes and hesitation. Jalen Carter made a particularly strong statement, returning to form in a way that erased any doubts lingering from prior injuries. His ability to disrupt plays, register sacks, and consistently challenge the offense turned him into a focal point, creating chaos that his teammates capitalized on. The blocked field goal added another layer to an already dominant showing, highlighting the difference a single player's energy and commitment can make in critical moments. The intensity of the game carried over into minor on-field conflicts as well, including a situation with an opposing lineman claiming a slash or poke. In reality, physicality is at the heart of football, and the Eagles played with aggression while maintaining discipline. Any theatrics from the opposition could not overshadow the tangible skill and effort displayed. Carter's impact, combined with relentless contributions from players like Maro Drummond and Jalen Hurts, ensured that pressure never relented. Multiple sacks and consistent disruptions defined the defensive line's contribution, setting a tone that allowed the rest of the defense to operate with confidence. Watching the cohesion and timing among these players demonstrates why the Eagles' defense is considered elite. Every individual effort was magnified by the team's collective synchronization, showing a unit capable of controlling games and dictating pace. Moving to the linebackers, the group exhibited remarkable energy and discipline. Zach Bond's ability to cover ground, challenge plays sideline to sideline, and nearly forced turnovers was a testament to his preparation and athleticism. Jalen Campbell added balance, complementing Bond's aggression with precise reads and timely tackles that reinforced the defensive structure. The linebacking cores maintained gap integrity while still applying pressure, a rare combination that forces opposing offenses to constantly adjust. Their presence kept offenses off balance, contributing directly to opportunities for the secondary to make plays and reinforce overall defensive dominance. Observing this unit in action, it is clear that communication, preparation, and instinct all come together seamlessly, producing a level of discipline and coordination that often defines championship-caliber defenses. In the secondary, Cooper Dean's performance stood out as particularly impressive. His awareness, tackling ability, and reads allowed him to create stops behind the line and consistently disrupt the flow of opposing receivers. While there were moments of vulnerability elsewhere, including a misread leading to a big play, the overall unit held strong under pressure. Dory Jackson, Marcus Epps, and Reed Blankenship each contributed at critical moments, whether through physical tackles, positional awareness, or timely interventions. The Eagles' defensive scheme was structured, cohesive, and responsive, forcing the Bills into multiple three-and-out situations and limiting scoring opportunities during crucial stretches. The balance between aggression, discipline, and anticipation allowed the defense to control the rhythm of the game, demonstrating both stamina and preparation. Watching these plays unfold, it is easy to see the impact of cohesive strategy combined with individual talent, reinforcing the idea that a defense of this caliber does not merely react, but actively shapes the flow of competition. Offensively, the Eagles were equally effective in leveraging their strengths, particularly in the first half. Jake Elliott's field goals, including a long 47-yard strike, provided stability and momentum, reminding everyone of the importance of special teams. The offense executed a balanced approach, mixing targeted runs, short passes, and play action to keep the defense guessing and to establish rhythm. Jalen Hurts commanded the offense with poise, distributing the ball strategically to A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, and Dallas Goedert, all of whom contributed at critical moments. Saquon Barkley's integration into the running game added another layer of complexity, preventing defensive units from focusing on a single threat. The result was an orchestrated, methodical first half that showcased the team's preparation, discipline, and capacity to exploit mismatches, emphasizing both individual brilliance and collective synergy. Yet, while the first half painted a picture of precision and control, the second half introduced areas for refinement. Devonta Smith's drops became more noticeable, highlighting the importance of consistency in high-pressure situations. While A.J. Brown maintained elite output, any lapse in execution can become critical, particularly in playoff scenarios where every possession matters. The offense demonstrated explosive potential, but also revealed the challenge of sustaining intensity throughout an entire game. Balancing aggressiveness with calculated control will be essential as the Eagles move into tougher matchups, ensuring that the momentum established early can be maintained and leveraged to achieve favorable outcomes. Strategic adjustments, both in play calling and player execution, are required to convert strong openings into complete performances capable of overcoming elite opposition. As the game progressed into the later stages, the subtle nuances of football strategy became increasingly evident. Every decision, every adjustment, and every micro moment on the field had the potential to swing momentum. The Eagles demonstrated a remarkable ability to adapt, both offensively and defensively, to the changing dynamics of the matchup. When the Bills shifted coverages and adjusted their blitzes, the Eagles responded with calculated plays, smart ball distribution, and careful clock management. Jalen Hurts' leadership was at the forefront, navigating these challenges with calm precision, reading defenses, and ensuring that each possession maximized opportunity while minimizing risk. His ability to remain poised under pressure reflects not only personal skill, but also a maturity that lifts the entire offense. Even when external factors like weather conditions threatened to disrupt rhythm, the Eagles maintained discipline, a testament to preparation and composure. A.J. Brown continued to be a focal point of the offensive attack, showcasing why he is considered one of the league's most explosive receivers. His separation speed, ability to win contested catches, and consistent chain-moving plays made him a constant threat. The chemistry between Hurts and Brown was evident in the timing of routes, the anticipation of breaks in coverage, and the fluidity of their exchanges. Devonta Smith, despite occasional lapses, still demonstrated the capacity to make game-altering plays, particularly when he found space or exploited defensive misalignments. Dallas Goedert's continued efficiency in the red zone provided reliability and forced defensive coordinators to account for multiple scoring threats simultaneously. Meanwhile, Saquon Barkley's strategic running presence prevented defenses from overcommitting, ensuring the Eagles' attack remained balanced and multidimensional. The coordination of these skilled players, guided by Hurts' decision-making, highlighted the offense's ability to maintain pressure and exploit weaknesses in high-level defenses. The offensive line played an understated but critical role throughout the contest, facing a Bills front that combined speed, power, and clever schemes. The Eagles' line managed to create pockets and maintain structure during key moments. While pressure occasionally disrupted timing, the unit adjusted effectively, showcasing both technical skill and awareness. Their ability to switch between run and pass protections while maintaining cohesion was a crucial factor in sustaining drives and enabling playmakers to operate with confidence. It is often in these details that championships are won, as every yard gained and every quarterback snap protected contributes to the overall flow and effectiveness of the offense. Philadelphia's offensive line demonstrated that high-level performance is about precision, coordination, and mental focus as much as it is about raw strength. Special teams also played a pivotal role in maintaining control of the game. Jake Elliott's consistent execution under pressure reinforced the importance of reliable kicking. Long field goals, timely conversions, and strategic placement kept the Eagles competitive and maintained momentum when offensive drives stalled. Coverage units contributed quietly but significantly, limiting opponent field position and forcing the Bills to start from disadvantageous spots. The Cumulative effect of special teams discipline, focus, and situational awareness can often be overlooked, but in tight contests, these contributions make the difference between a narrow victory and a missed opportunity. Philadelphia's ability to integrate this phase seamlessly into overall game strategy reflects preparation, execution, and an understanding of football's finer points. Defensively, the second half presented its own challenges, and the Eagles' ability to respond was remarkable. The linebackers, secondary, and defensive line adjusted to the Bills' attempts to generate explosive plays. Zach Bond's sideline-to-sideline presence, anticipation, and ability to challenge running backs continued to disrupt momentum. Jalen Campbell's stability in coverage complemented this aggression, allowing the unit to remain disciplined while applying pressure. Cooper Dean's awareness and tackling behind the line further contributed to an overarching defensive effort that limited big gains and forced errors. Dory Jackson, Marcus Epps, and Reed Blankenship each brought intensity and calculated aggression to every snap, reinforcing the cohesion and adaptability of the unit. The defense's ability to absorb pressure, respond to adjustments, and execute a game plan that controlled the tempo was a key factor in the outcome. Individual matchups highlighted the Eagles' strategic advantage at multiple points. Jalen Carter's continued dominance at the line disrupted blocking schemes and forced hurried throws, impacting the rhythm of the Bills' offense. Morrow Drummond and Jalen Hunt complemented Carter's efforts, combining relentless pressure with precise positioning to create opportunities for sacks and stops. These coordinated efforts emphasize the importance of teamwork, preparation, and situational awareness, showing how a single unit can magnify impact across the field, even when minor lapses occurred. The collective strength and communication of the defensive line ensured that momentum never shifted decisively in the opponent's favor. This level of cohesion and anticipation is what separates elite defenses from average ones, and establishes a standard for postseason performance. As the Eagles continued to navigate the second half, the interplay between offense and defense became increasingly crucial. Hurts' strategic management of possessions, combined with smart play calling from the coaching staff, ensured that the team maintained control while adapting to pressure. The offense prioritized calculated aggression, balancing risk and reward, while trusting the defense to uphold its dominance. Observing the interaction between units in real time highlights the importance of situational football, where every decision is measured against potential outcomes and every player's execution carries weight. This holistic approach reflects both talent and preparation, showcasing a team capable of performing under intense scrutiny and high stakes. FlyEaglesFly News family, smash subscribe and hit like. Your support keeps the freshest Philadelphia Eagles updates flying in. Drop your take in the comments and let's talk birds. In what could be one of the most shocking moves of the NFL offseason, whispers are circulating that the Philadelphia Eagles have struck a deal to acquire MYLES GARRETT. While nothing has been officially confirmed, sources close to the team suggest that discussions have been progressing rapidly, leaving fans and analysts alike buzzing with speculation. Garrett, widely regarded as one of the premier defensive ends in the league, has been linked to a few potential landing spots, but few could have predicted a blockbuster pairing with the Eagles. Known for his game-changing ability to disrupt quarterbacks and wreak havoc in the backfield, Garrett would instantly become the cornerstone of a defense that has been searching for an elite pass rusher to complement its existing talent. The move, if true, could signal a bold statement by Philadelphia, positioning the team as a serious contender while also sending shockwaves through the rest of the league. Insiders suggest that the discussions have not only involved Garrett's salary, but also potential long-term implications for the Eagles' defensive schemes. Sources hint that Garrett's presence could reshape the team's approach, allowing for more aggressive blitz packages and creating mismatches across the defensive front. The prospect of pairing him with the team's existing defensive assets has led some analysts to speculate that the Eagles could be constructing one of the most formidable defensive lines in recent memory. Social media has erupted with reactions ranging from excitement to disbelief. Fans are imagining Garrett lining up alongside some of the Eagles' defensive stalwarts, picturing the havoc that could be unleashed on opposing offenses. Meanwhile, skeptics are raising questions about the cap space and potential trade packages necessary to bring such a high-profile player to Philadelphia. League insiders suggest that even preliminary talks have already caught the attention of other teams, many of whom are now evaluating their own defensive strategies in anticipation of a potential seismic shift. Should this rumor prove true, It would mark a daring maneuver by the Eagles' front office, signaling a win-now mentality and an ambition to dominate both sides of the ball. As the NFL world holds its breath, all eyes will be on Philadelphia, waiting to see whether this bold speculation materializes into reality. If the Eagles truly land Myles Garrett, the ripple effects across the league would be immediate, fueling debates, trade discussions, and endless hypotheticals about how this could reshape the balance of power in the NFL. That's a wrap from FlyEaglesFly News. If you want the fastest Eagles updates, subscribe, drop a like, and turn on the bell. Sound off in the comments. Let's talk birds.